Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In this video we are going to use power rule to differentiate power functions with negative powers. In order to use it, we need to remember a key exponent rule, and this rule, the first rule, which is x raised to the power of a negative 1, states that when we have a power function with a negative exponent such as x raised to the power of a negative 1, we can turn that exponent from negative to positive by moving the power function to the denominator. Similarly, if we find ourselves with a negative power already in the denominator such as this one, we can turn that exponent from negative to positive by moving the power function to the numerator. So regardless of whether the negative exponent exists, we can change it to a positive exponent by moving it to the opposite location. And regardless of whether the exponent is positive or negative, we can apply the power rule in the same way when the power is positive. Let us do an example where we use power rule to differentiate a power function with the negative numbers, such as this function y equals to x raised to the power of negative 3 plus 2x raised to the power of negative 6. We will apply power rule one term at a time. We have got two terms here in the same way we applied when we have only one term. In other words, we'll bring the exponent down to multiply it by the coefficient, and we'll subtract 1 from the exponent. So the y prime, or the dy dx of that function, will be bring the exponent before the x and then reduce the power of x by 1, and then we also go to the next one and do the same. So bring forward the exponent and multiply by the coefficient 2. So we have 2 raised multiplied by negative 6. We reduce the power of x by 1. So this gives us y prime, which is the same as the derivative of the function y, negative 3 times x raised to the power of negative 4, and then plus times negative will be negative. 2 times 6 is 12, then multiplied by x raised to the power of negative 7. We have found the derivative, so we can stop here, or if we want to make the exponents positive, we can move those terms into the denominators. So this can be rewritten as y prime, or dy dx, or derivative of the function, is the same as negative 3 over x raised to the power of 4 to make the power positive, minus 12 divided by x raised to the power of 7.